Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Bobbles tutorial. This will be in the Bobbles design in my trendy hiker hat pattern, but there are a million ways of doing Bobbles, and if this way is not for you, you can go ahead and use your preferred way to make Bobbles. So yeah, let's get this started. All right. So we are going to start at the beginning of the round, again, like we did for the lateral braid. And we are going to knit a few stitches. You can space them, oh, am I in frame? I wasn't sure. Okay. You can space them out as far as you like from the beginning of the round and the end of the round. You just have to make sure that it's evenly spaced all throughout. Otherwise, it's going to look a little wonky. Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to do 3 right now. So this fourth stitch is going to be our bobble stitch. So this is how we'll start. I will go through the front loop once. I'll go through the back loop once. I'm going through the front loop again a second time, and I'll go through the back loop again a second time. All right, and there we go. We started off our bobble good and strong. Now we are going to turn our work. I know, turning your work in the round seems counterproductive, right? All right, so now we're just gonna purl those stitches that we just cast on, so to speak, or increased. Get those worked. And then we'll turn our work. Take a shot every time I say work, huh? And then we are going to close up or decrease this bobble. Now you can make the bobbles as big or as small as you like. I tend to like bobbles on the smaller side, but you do whatever makes you happy. It's like Bob Ross says, what is it? There's no mistakes, only happy accidents. No, that's not what I was thinking. Do what makes you most happy, I think. But yeah. See? It's a little cute bobble. See? And all you gotta do, you gotta remember the first amount you did, just to make sure it's even all the way around. So we did 3 stitches before we started this one. We'll do 3 stitches after. And not all patterns are like this. Some will have you do like 3 stitches, 3 stitches before, but then they'll space it out like 6 or even more than that throughout the whole pattern, just to make sure they're evenly spaced throughout the whole pattern. But just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm only doing 3 stitches between. So we're going to do that again. We'll go once through the first loop, once through the front of the stitch, once through the back of the stitch, and then we'll go once through the front of this stitch again, and once through the back again. And there we go, we started our bobble again. Let's turn our work, and we'll get this. We'll start purling our new stitches. Get those worked and done. And there you go. Turn your work one more time, and you knit these 2 together. Oh. And do not be like me and break your yarn. And you can knit these 2 through the back, or knit them 2 together, whichever way works for you. All right, there we go. We have 2 bobbles. Now I'm going to show you how to do it English style of knitting. In case you don't know, this is continental style knitting, where you're using your left hand to hold the yarn. Now I will show you English style. Hi, Bippy. Hi, kitten. You gonna, here, I'll help you. Here you go. She just wanted to get to the window. Okay. Oh, gotta do this to my right hand. We're gonna start like how we normally would. Okay. Okay, come on. All right, so I know I might look weird the way I hold my yarn when I'm an English knitter, or when I knit English style, but this is how I used to hold my yarn for proper tension when I was an English knitter, because I knit so loose as an English knitter. Now with continental knitting, I knit at a normal gauge, which is typically reverse for most people. But anyway, let's get started on this tutorial. So we are going to knit 3 stitches in between, and we are going to work the 4th stitch through the front once, then through the back once, through the front again, and then through the back again. All right, there you go. You have the start of your bobble. Now we'll turn our work, and we are going to purl those stitches back. No. Oh well. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't knit in English in so long. It feels so weird knitting English style after knitting continental for so long. All right, we got our second round done, or row done on our bobbles, on this bobble. And now we are going to turn our work once more and just decrease those stitches off. All right, so all we gotta do is knit 2 together, once through the front and then once through the back. There you go. That's that. And I find that knitting 2 together through the back for the last 2 stitches works, because the last 2 stitches tend to be a little bit tighter than the first 2. So it's a lot easier to get that over your needle if you knit 2 together through the back. All right. Now I'm pretty anxious because I'm not sure if I was in frame for that whole thing. So let's do that one more time, English style, and one more time continental. We are going to knit 3 stitches in between. Hold on, my goodness. Now I understand why I went back to continental. All right, so now we're on our 4th stitch. We're going once through the first loop, once through the second half of the stitch, or the back, once through the front of the stitch, and once through the back of the stitch. And looky there, we started another bobble. All right, now we are going to purl those stitches that we just increased back onto our left hand needle, or our right hand needle currently. going to turn our work once more. And we are going to decrease these stitches off. Oh no, I may have purled them too tight. Oh well, there we go. There we go, I figured out how to make my knitting too tight in English. There we go, and all we have to do now is pull this stitch over top. And there we go, we have another bobble. Now, you will do this for as many bobbles as you want. Keep practicing, and you will get the shape and size you like, and you will find out like what style of bobble you prefer to make, because this is just how I make my bobbles. There are, like I said, there are a million ways to make bobbles. You just gotta figure out what works best for you. So yeah, any type of bobble will work for my pattern and most patterns, unless the designer says otherwise. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helps you guys, and you guys have absolutely the most fun knitting my new pattern. And I hope you guys have a great week. Happy knitting!